Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Isaac.
And this is All Things Video, a podcast that covers everything you need to know about leveraging video content for your business.
Join us as we discuss the latest tools, trends, and tactics in video marketing.
Let's get started. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the All Things Video podcast. We're really excited to be back with another episode. Isaac, to kick things off, just to kind of segue into this episode, I'd love to know, what did you do this last weekend?
Yeah, I was down basically in the middle of nowhere, in the sticks, as some call it. And I was down in Illinois visiting some family that I've actually not been able to meet before. So it was my wife's side of the family, and we went down there and got to just kind of hang out, really peaceful out there. There's like a city within, 15 or 20 minutes, but it's really like if you blink, you'll miss it. So there's not much nearby. Just got to drive the gator around, spend a lot of time outside, got sunburnt. Played some pickleball. It was a really, really good time with family and feeling relaxed and just kind of revitalized to tackle work now.
Great. Yeah, as we're recording this, we're just coming off of Memorial Day weekend, which was really, really great. We had 4 days off, and I spent most of my time actually working, not like work, but, house projects and just being productive at home, which felt really good. And that's often how I revitalize myself, is through projects outside of the day-to-day work. So excited to be back. And it's been a little while since we've had an episode. It's been a couple, 2 or 3 weeks since the last one launched. So it's good to be back. Isaac, can you kick things off and just let the audience know what we're talking about today, what the topic is, and what they can expect to learn through this episode?
Yeah, this is a very common question we get asked by clients, and it is, what is the ROI or return on investment of a video? When it comes to video marketing, a lot of people wonder, is this worth investing my money into? There are variables that you have to calculate to figure out if you're actually going to get a return on the money you're investing into video production.
Right.
So this is kind of a valuable tool, in a sense, a calculator to help you actually figure out what your ROI is going to be and if you should maybe go the video production route or maybe try some other organic sources of marketing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in terms of video, the ROI of video production and video marketing, I think it's really important to start with identifying your goals and figuring out what exactly you want to do with this video content, what you want to do in your marketing. I think a lot of people just say they want some videos for their business because it's the cool, trendy thing to do. Everyone is investing in video and video content is king right now. And that's great. But as a business, any money that you put into your marketing really has to bring a return. And so it's important to have a strategy behind everything you're doing in your marketing.
Yeah. And if you don't, have that goal in mind and you're not focusing your funds on a specific goal, you're really going to be kind of wasting your money and your time. As Zig Ziglar said, one of my favorite quotes, if you don't know what your target is, you'll hit it every time, right? You're going to miss. So it's super important to actually have a focused goal and plan of action to use in your marketing.
Yep. So some of those goals, just as examples when it comes to video marketing, the obvious one is everyone wants to make more money, right? You want to raise your revenue through video marketing. But some of them could be a little more subtle as well. Maybe you're running an employment, like an application campaign where you're trying to get people to apply to work at your company. That's really a big problem right now that many employers are facing, is just trying to find people to fill their workforce with. It could just be impressions. A lot of people will invest money in a commercial and run paid ads on, the big ones, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that. But even OTT services like Hulu and things like that, you can run ads on. Yeah. In that case, your goal might just be impressions. Like you might just want 100,000 impressions or 1 million impressions, whatever you have ad spend for. It could be website visits. It could be app downloads. It really could be anything. So this is where you, as the business owner, you need to know your business and your marketing campaigns and your strategy, and just identify what is it that I want to accomplish. Once that's identified, you just kind of reverse engineer from there. Is video a tool that I can deploy to achieve that outcome, or maybe not? I mean, video isn't the answer for everyone, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things you can do in your marketing. So once you've identified your goals and you know what you're trying to achieve, what's the next step after that, Isaac?
Yeah, the next step is to determine your costs. You got to figure out how much money are you willing to invest in, whether that's you buying camera gear to figure out if you're going to produce this video in-house or hiring a third party to do it. If you're wondering which of those you should do, we do have valuable resources on the Sleekfire website to kind of figure out if you should go the in-house route or hire third party. But there's lots of variables there, whether you're going to do in-house or third party, whether you're going to be on location or hire a studio out. So determining all those costs and even what you're going to do with the video, right? If you're going to run ad campaigns or whatever that is, doing Google ads or Facebook ads, add up all those costs so you can actually track what the ROI would be.
Yep. And that's where you have to determine, how much are you willing to spend on ad spend if you are doing a paid route, because that's all going to be part of the cost to determine your ROI. Once you've identified your objective and the goal that you want to accomplish with your campaign, and then once you've also identified the costs involved to do that, I think it's really important to just define success or failure for this campaign. So get really specific and say, if we spend $5,000 producing a video and $5,000 on ad spend, that's a $10,000 total investment. How do we define if this campaign was successful? Is it 100,000 impressions? Is it 1 million impressions? Is it maybe if you're doing an e-commerce campaign, maybe it's a specific number of orders, but it's important going into the campaign before you even start it to just define what success is, what failure is, because then as the campaign progresses, you can kind of check in every week, every month, and see, are we on track to hit that goal, that specific metric that we set ahead of time? And if you are, that's great. And if not, you can always tweak things with your advertising, with your targeting, or whatever the case may be, to make sure that you're hitting that goal.
Once you've completed these 3 steps, it's time to actually calculate and do the math and determine what the ROI is on your video. Ethan, can you kind of walk us through what that process looks like?
For sure. It's very simple. You're basically just going to look back at everything that happened on your campaign, look at the total value that was gained through the campaign, whether that's impressions or revenue. So total gain value minus the cost of your video production and ad spend equals the ROI on your campaign. So very simple, very straightforward, but it's just a good way to look at it. Let's say the total cost for the video that you were making was $4,000 and that generated $10,000 in increased sales. Your ROI would be calculated as follows. It'd be $10,000 minus $4,000 times 100. So that would be 150% ROI. So basically an ROI of 150% means that your video was able to generate 2.5 times the value as the cost invested. So you could really go crazy with this with the calculations and stuff, but that's a simple overview and summary of how you can calculate the ROI of your video.
If you would like to go more in depth on this topic, make sure to check out our Learning Center, which will be linked in the description below. We have loads and loads of helpful resources on there, whether you're trying to figure out if you want to do in-house video production or hire a third party, what the ROI is of video production, or many other really helpful topics. That will be linked in the description below. And again, just thank you guys for being here and coming along on this journey with us to talk about all things video. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
All Things Video is a podcast produced by Sleekfire. Sleekfire is a video production company based in St. John's, Michigan. For more information, visit sleekfire.io and make sure to check out our blog for a large collection of helpful resources.